Hey everybody, I'm going to do a little review on a tool, and my first one up is this Tucker 150 foot 3/8 inch hose reel for your water fed pole. Now I've had this for about 5 months now, give or take, and I want to go ahead and give you a little bit of a review of this thing here. Obviously you can see it's built pretty nice. Has a nice frame on it. I really like the swivel aspect when you're hooking up. That really helps out a lot. And it's pretty nice, to be honest with you. So I have no issues really with this product here. It helps me reach, pretty far. My only drawback is, for as expensive as this is, and I believe this was almost $400, there should be some kind of stopping mechanism, so when you're unreeling or reeling back in, all of this doesn't kind of get untangled. That's just like a pet peeve for mine. Keep in mind, it can be resolved rather, if you just take your time, but for the money paid for this, I would expect that on there. I mean, other than that, I have no complaints. It helps me do pretty much any house I run into. Not to mention, guys, this thing is not heavy at all, which will let you be more mobile and whatnot. I mean, eventually I want to put this maybe bolted in here and just keep it in the truck, because eventually I don't want to be taking out all this stuff every time I'm doing a job. You're losing time and you're losing money, and to keep everything in the trunk, or I'm sorry, the truck rather, will be more beneficial. You'll be more efficient and you'll be faster, which leads to making more money or just not killing yourself dragging hoses like this around all the time. And I mean, you don't want to drag this around. It's 3/4 inch hose, and that's another situation. Eventually I'll try to put that on one of these, but I will say this: it's a good hose reel, and there's enough room at the bottom there. You can probably wrap, I would say, 50 to 100 feet of your water-fed pole tubing, and it'll still work. So you could have almost 200 to 300 feet of reach just from this right here. And I mean, look how small it is, guys. We're talking, look at my hand here. It's not very big, doesn't take up much space. Plenty of room that I put it in my truck right here. And the mobile option is great. So is it worth $400? Well, to be honest, guys, you can find something similar from another company for about $100 less. I just like it because it's Tucker. If I had to do it over again, I don't think I would have bought this, just because it's $400 for a little hose reel like this. Now, don't get me wrong. If this lasts 4 to 5 years, yeah, you get your money's worth. But if this only lasts 1 or 2 years, I do not recommend it. So hopefully in a year or two, I'll update you that this is still working correctly. Then you get your money's worth. That's the thing. Everybody gets confused when they spend money on, say, like an RO filter and stuff like that, and they get deterred because they say, oh, well, it's $400 or $500 or $600, $700. Yeah, guys, but something like that's going to last 3 years. It's going to make you so much money compared to using DI tanks, and I just get away from this altogether, because the cost value is with the DI. But regardless, it's no good to have a DI and an RO unless you have one of these to get around the houses. So that's it. I'd recommend it. If it's not in your budget, there are other options that are probably $100 to $150 cheaper. The main thing is, guys, you just need to access the windows. This hose reel will allow you to do that up to 150 feet, 250 if you add your water-fed pole hosing. You can go even further with that if you have a pump, obviously. But anyway, that's it. Thanks.